Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my new favorite in-flight travel clothing items, in addition to some new travel products that I've recently purchased and tested out while flying. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a few updates for the blog and also Travel Fashion Girl, and a few of my own personal updates as well. And if you're just tuning in, my name is Alex with TravelFashionGirl.com, where we teach women how to travel stylishly light for any destination in the world. I'm excited to be here today. It's been quite some time, I think 5 or 6 months since I've had my last Facebook Live, so thank you to everybody for your patience. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about my personal update, a few Travel Fashion Girl updates, Compass Rose updates, and then I've got some products. And the products that I'm going to be sharing aren't new to the blog or the website. They're just new to me. And a lot of these are products that have been recommended by the readers. We featured on the blog because you recommended them. So because I was in the US recently, I decided to do a little shopping and bring some products back and test them out actually. So let's start out today with a quick update about where I am and where I've been. I did mention on Instagram and the Facebook group a couple of weeks ago that I am now living in a brand new location. I'm actually no longer in England, and I am now living in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It's actually a destination where I've wanted to live for a very, very long time. And actually getting to be here is a really exciting time for me. I first came to Playa del Carmen this year in April, and it wasn't until September that I decided that I was gonna try to make the official move. And while I'm still in the process of trying to get my residency, Mexico is really a convenient location for a long-term traveler or a digital nomad, someone who's looking to retire or come and spend only half the year in a sunny destination, because they give you a 6-month tourist visa upon arrival. So I will be using that until I can properly adjust my residency here. So that's a big deal. It means that I'm looking to stay here for a long period of time, hopefully forever. And if you've been reading Travel Fashion Girl, if you've been following my travels for the past several years, you might remember that I used to actually live in Playa del Carmen in 2015 and 2016. I've lived here previously and I really fell in love with it before. A lot of the readers have been asking, how did I choose this destination out of the 50 plus countries I've been to, or the variety of destinations? If you're not completely familiar with my story, I actually started traveling in 2008 and spent about almost a decade traveling full time. And I was living out of a suitcase, and I've been wanting to settle down for quite some time, which I did do in 2017, and I've been looking for that home, where to stay, where to settle down, and it's been a long journey. In addition to traveling to these different destinations over the past decade, exploring new cultures, sightseeing, falling in love with different architecture, scuba diving, and meeting people from all over the world, I always had a particular love for Playa del Carmen. My first time coming here was on vacation in 2007, maybe with one of my friends, maybe 2006 with one of my friends. We came here to Cancun and Playa del Carmen on a 5-day vacation, and I wanted to come back. There was something special about it. I returned a couple of years later in 2008, 2011, decided I wanted to try to stay here longer in 2015 and 16. And now, hopefully, I can put down my suitcase, unpack it for the final time in at least a very long time. And I'm very happy to be here. And I will still be traveling. Obviously, I still will continue to travel as I've been. I still move around quite a bit, but this is going to be more of a home base, but I consider it more my home now. So very excited to share this update with you, and that's sort of what I've been doing the past several months, getting reacquainted with my life here and A few things about Playa del Carmen. I know a lot of people were asking why I wanted to live here and why I found it to be such a special place. Well, I've honestly felt like a lot of magical things have happened for me, or a lot of serendipitous things have happened here. I used to live in Thailand on and off for 5 years between 2010 and 2014, and my heart was always in between living in Thailand and living in Playa. And eventually the comforts, the balance of lifestyle, the community, first and foremost here in Playa del Carmen, really made me fall in love. This is actually a destination where has a massive expat community, a massive destination for people of all ages, not just retirees, but also digital nomads, people with online businesses, online entrepreneurs, snowbirds, bloggers, young travelers, mature travelers. It really seems like a place that draws a variety of people. And that's what I love, is that not only can I interact with the local community, there's actually a lot of local national expat nationals that live here as well, that have come here for the relaxed lifestyle from the bigger cities in Mexico, but there's also a massive community of Americans, Canadians, massive community of Italians, Argentinians, lots of other European countries here, a lot of people from England, France. So it's amazing to get to interact with all these different cultures in one place. And not only in one location, but it's also a small location. And that's something I really wanted. I'm from Los Angeles, California, born and raised. And if you would have asked me in 2008, would I be ever leaving Los Angeles? Well, I did, to travel the world, and I could never imagine not living in Los Angeles. But now I can't actually imagine going back. My heart's opened up to different destinations, and being here allows me to have the experience of traveling, but not the experience of having to unpack and repack. And traveling for a long time, I think one of the hardest things that long-term travelers experience is the lack of community. You make new friends, you have really great relationships and friendships, and then you have to say goodbye. So here I have an amazing group of friends and a wonderful community. There's co-working spaces, there's people interested in scuba diving, in nightlife and spirituality, in yoga, in business, travel. So I love that diversity here, and the diversity of options and interests, and it's really what's eventually led me here after visiting 50 countries and traveling for almost 10 years. So if you have any other questions about Playa del Carmen, if you want my insider tips, which I'm not sharing on the blog, I'm only going to be sharing on the newsletter and with the Facebook group. So if you're not a part of the Facebook group, make sure to join now. Rebecca, our awesome team member that's taken over the Facebook group while I've had a bit of a break, has done a great job, and she's going to be answering any questions in the comments below. So please go ahead and post any that you'd like me to answer, either during the Facebook Live, or if you happen to watch this video after the Facebook Live is over, then you can, I will go back and answer each and every one of the comments and make sure that any questions are answered as well. And I'm sure that you'll be hearing a lot more about this destination in the coming months. And I'm very happy to share with you some tips for my new home. A few of the readers that found out I live here have reached out and we're gonna try to meet for coffee. So if you're heading this way, it's a very popular vacation destination here in, where is Playa del Carmen? If anybody's wondering what Playa del Carmen is, it's actually in the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. So it's 45 minutes south of Cancun and 45 minutes north of Tulum. So it's a very central location. I love having the airport, the Cancun airport, so close to me. I love that there's so many, I didn't even mention how beautiful the place is. There's a beach and the cenotes, the sinkholes, great international food, different islands like Isla Mujeres, Isla Halbosh. So much to discover. There's a beautiful lake, Bacalar, which is sort of a hidden gem. So there's so much to also discover. I feel like I could never see everything. Even living here, I couldn't really discover everything. So if you want my insider tips, make sure that you're signed up for the newsletter. Right below, I think there's a link. And also that you've joined the Facebook group for our community, which is incredible. If you're not a part of the Travel Fashion Girls Facebook group, you have to join and tell other female travelers to join, because it is a community of, now I think we have 23,000 members, which is insane. And everybody's so helpful and positive, and it's a wonderful environment. And that's really the way we like to keep it. We have our community members are really involved, and it's really about helping other people. And I think anybody in the community can really attest to that. So if you're not a part of it, it's free. Make sure to join. And that's a little bit of an update as to where I've been the past several months. That's where I am now living, and this is where I hope to stay. So Playa del Carmen, Mexico is my new home. And now I'm gonna start giving you TFG updates, Compass Rose updates, and then I'll go ahead and talk about some new products that I have. And if you are just tuning in, my name is Alex with TravelFashionGirl.com, where we teach women how to travel stylishly light for any destination in the world. Today, we are getting a few updates on TFG, as well as we're gonna be talking about a few new products. And with regards to TFG, a couple of months ago, I shared a bit of a secret plan that I have in the works, which is something that the readers have asked for a long time, which is we're gonna be launching retreats, organized tours in 2020. This is still a very new thing. We don't have any concrete information. The location, the destination is a surprise, but perhaps you can guess where the tours and retreats are gonna take place. It's gonna be probably, I'm thinking the tours will be about 5 to 10 days. I want them to be accessible to a variety of women, a combination of adventure, sightseeing, but also a chance to really be introspective and take in the magic of travel, because when I started traveling in 2008, 9, 10, I experienced so many wonderful experiences and so much personal growth that I really love to share that with the readers as well. So that's something that's going to be coming up in 2020. We will let you know as soon as we have more concrete details. We will be starting a waiting list. That way, if you're very interested, we can get that information to you ASAP. So make sure to sign up again to the TFG newsletter, and the link is right below, and also to join the Facebook group for more details on our upcoming Travel Fashion Girl retreats and organized tours in a super secret location. Where do you think the location is going to be? Comment below and let me know. Next, I have a quick Compass Rose update. If you're not familiar with Compass Rose Travel Accessories, it's our line of travel products. And right now we have 3 products. Thank you for your patience as we try to develop new products. Being a small new business, it's a little bit overwhelming, but we're actually planning to launch some more packing cubes in more sizes. I know you've been anxiously awaiting. So we do have some more packing cube sizes coming up early next year. And in January, I'm actually gonna be allowing you to vote for what the next set will be. I'm torn between 2 different size sets, but I figured why not let the readers make the final decision, because you guys are truly the travel experts. So that's going to be something coming up in early 2020. So if you have if you're traveling next summer, fall, hopefully we'll have a brand new packing cube set coming your way. If you're not familiar with the packing cubes we currently have, we'll go ahead and add a link to that right now in the comments below. We currently have a 4-piece slim set of packing cubes, and they look tiny, but they pack so much in there. We've got videos that show you how to use them. Check out the YouTube channel, Travel Fashion Girl, the Travel Fashion Girl YouTube channel, because we've got a lot of videos, and I rarely promote the YouTube channel, so make sure that you check the videos out there as well. One more bit of Compass Rose news before we jump into some new and exciting products is that unfortunately we are sold out of the secret bra wallets, which I'm incredibly disappointed about, and I know many of you will be disappointed about as well, because the manufacturer informed us that the last shipment of the bra wallets wasn't up to quality standard. And while I'm very disappointed that we won't have them in stock possibly till the end of December, which is horrible because this is a great stocking stuffer, but I'd rather have you wait for a better quality product than have a big shipment of bra wallets going to Amazon, and then their quality isn't going to be up to par. And it's really important that any products that we do create for Compass Rose Travel Accessories are absolutely the best quality, and you can make sure that they're going to stand the test of time and they're going to be with you throughout your travel. So we will keep you up to date. We're also going to be creating a waiting list for the Secret Bra Wallet. That way, as soon as it's available, I'm begging and pleading for the manufacturer to send us the bra wallets as soon as possible. And I'm hoping that maybe we can have a shipment in late November, early December, but it's going to be a small shipment if we get it. So if you do want them, please order them ASAP, especially if you want them for Christmas, for holiday gifts, or if you plan on traveling soon. And if you're not familiar with the Secret Bra Wallet, we're going to include a link right down below to the Amazon listing. Basically, it's an RFID bra wallet that you attach to your bra or even your belt loop and wear under your clothes. And that way, when you're traveling, you can put your credit cards or some cash in here, not to use as your main wallet, but to have backup cash should have backup cash or backup cards should you need it. So this is a really handy thing. It's actually something that I traveled with, one of my ultimate all-time essentials when I was traveling long-term, and I actually still use it. I actually just came back from a trip yesterday and I used it. I'll show you how I used it. I actually used it to store I didn't use it for anti-theft, but I used it to store my key card for where I live and my keys. That way I wouldn't lose them and misplace them in my suitcase. So I knew that as soon as I came home, I actually already had them ready to go. And I attached it to my purse. That way when I walked into my house, I didn't have to rummage through everything. So I could just go in and open the door quite easily with my luggage. So that is a bit of an update on Secret Bra Wallets. Hopefully we will get them to you soon. And we also have some new videos coming up and pictures about exactly how to use them. So that is that's about it for my news, TFG news, and Compass Rose news. Now we're gonna be getting started with some of the products that I just tried out for the first time. They're products that we featured on the blog many times, but I never owned because we feature a lot of the recommendations that our readers share. And that's really important, again, because it's more important instead of sharing just something I think about and something that I like, but with the Facebook group and the community, we take your recommendations into consideration and now really make a lot of our blog posts based on what you've tried and tested, so that way we can share it with the rest of the community. If you're just tuning in really quickly, my name is Alex with TravelFashionGirl.com, where we teach women how to travel stylishly light for any destination in the world. I'm about to share with you four of my new flight essentials, I guess, part of my travel outfit. Since I'm living in Playa del Carmen now, as I just shared, whenever I go to the US, or even before when I was living in England, whenever I went to the US, I'd always shop for certain products. And in this case, I actually just flew back in yesterday and I have several products that I brought back to me. Some I'll share with you now, and some of them I will be sharing with you in the upcoming Facebook Live. So make sure to RSVP for those events. They're on the Facebook page in the events section, so you'll be able to already RSVP for the next couple of Facebook Lives for November. The very first product that we're gonna be sharing, and these really are in-flight essentials to make you comfortable, to make your airport experience a lot easier. It's not going to be anything new, nothing that you probably haven't heard about, but they're new to me. So I thought I'd share with you my opinion since I tested them out yesterday. Yesterday I had a chance, since I got the new products in the US, yesterday on my flight from the US back home to Playa del Carmen, I tested the new products out, including shoes, leggings, a purse, and also, again, one of my all-time favorites. So the first product I'm going to be sharing with you is a pair of foldable flats. They're actually a pair of foldable flats, the Tory Burch Mini Ballet Flats. The readers have been raving about them for years, and I thought, okay, I'll finally make the splurge and buy them. I think I just went a bit crazy on my Nordstrom credit card and ordered a bunch of stuff while I was there. And I decided to test them out during my airport experience yesterday to see if they were comfortable, if they were easy to wear, and if honestly, well, I guess they do pack light enough. They actually come with their own little case right here. You can see I still have the plastic. I literally just bought them. And they're foldable flats. They're by Tory Burch. Any of the products that you see here today, that you see featured, if you want to learn more about them, you can head over to travelfashiongirl.com/Facebook-live, and you can get more information about all the products. So let me get them out of this package. Again, the Tory Burch mini foldable ballet flats. I got them, and I believe they're very black or perfect black. I actually really love the look. The reason why I hadn't actually hesitated to buy these flats before, because I wasn't a fan of the hardware. For my hardware, instead of having a gold, I either like silver or gunmetal. But when I saw this matte black, I loved it. I really think it suits my style. I do like wearing a lot of black, not just for travel, but because I really like it. Unless I find a really nice color like this one that I like. But they were really, not only were they comfortable to go through the airport. Again, I haven't walked in cities and used them as a main sightseeing shoe, but for an airplane shoe, they were easy to remove. They were easy just to wear, be comfortable on the flight. I love them. It felt kind of just like having slippers on, and that's really what you want when you're going on a long flight, or when you're going through airport, especially also if you have a couple of connections. That way it's easy to take them on, put them off. You're not fiddling with zippers and laces and holding up the security line. I'm really particular about trying to move through security as soon as I can. So they completely worked for me. From a style aspect, one of the reasons why I've actually also held back from purchasing another popular foldable ballet flat, the Teeks brand. Everybody's asked me a lot about Teeks, but the reason why I've held off on buying them is that I particularly didn't like the ballet flat, the design here closer to the toes. I think with women ballet flats, people have two different preferences. They like them closer to the toes, or they like their toes completely covered and having them a bit higher on their foot. This is the perfect spot. I love where it falls on my toes. It falls right, and I'll share some pictures as well. I'll put them in the post, but I love where they fall. It's not too high, so it's right at the beginning of my toes, and that's a perfect location for me for a ballet flat. The other thing I really like about it is that it has a bit more of a narrow, I can't speak today, more of a narrow design versus a boxy or square design. Because I'm short, I prefer actually pointy toe shoes over round ones, but this was the perfect balance between a round and a pointy toe. It has a very sleek, I just think it's a very chic design, which I now see why it's become so popular, why the readers love it, and now I guess why I love it too. So I can very easily see this becoming my go-to travel shoe. Ballet flats are great, not as your main sightseeing shoe. I'd say that they're really good for either using them through the airports, being comfortable. When you want to dress up an outfit, perhaps you don't want to pack heels, but you want to dress up and look a little bit more polished and chicer, not for sightseeing days, but maybe if you're going to a nice dinner, if you're going to an event. This is when I recommend ballet flats, but usually not as your main sightseeing shoe, because as you notice, ballet flats don't have a lot of support, and it's really important for your walking sightseeing shoes to have arch support, to be comfortable, to have padding. And these just have enough. They have a little bit of a grip, a rubber grip, which I really like, because when you're running around the airport, the last thing you want to do is slip. So that's very handy. Again, the leather feels like a really good quality. They're soft. I didn't feel like there was any breaking in period. Again, I've only used them, I wore them yesterday for about 10 hours as I went from one destination to the next through a couple of airports. And I love the look, comfortable, packable. So I'm a new fan of the Tory Burch Mini Travel Flats. If you want other ideas for ballet flats, we actually have an article on the 10 most recommended ballet flats by our readers. We have a list of the most cute and comfortable ballet flats, so make sure you check them out. We're including a link to that article below. And if you want to shop this particular style and color, make sure to go to the Travel Fashion Girl /Facebook-Live, where I've already added this shoe so you can shop it. I think the color is perfect black or very black, I can't remember, but I definitely included the color on the Facebook Live page as well. So if you have any of your own recommendations for your favorite ballet flats to take while you're at the airport or while traveling, make sure to share them below, because I'd love to find out more of your recommendations. And this was actually something that's been recommended by the readers for years, so I'm glad to finally get my own set. The next new piece is going to be a purse that isn't going to be a surprise to anyone. It's a really popular travel purse. It's the Longchamp Le Pliage tote. And this is in, I think it's a size small. I know that everybody loves this bag for travel. And to be honest with you, like the Tory Burch design, one of the reasons why I'd held back on buying this in the past, because I wasn't, for my clothing, for all my wardrobe, I do wear a lot of black, grays, neutrals, whites, and I didn't really like the contrast between the brown leather and the black nylon. So that's why I've held off on buying it. But when I was at the Nordstrom recently, I saw that they had this black on black style with a silver hardware, which I like because I wear silver versus gold. And that really worked for me. So yesterday through the airport, I thought I would test it out as to see how it did as an in-flight bag. It is a bit smaller, I think, because I'm 5'2". It works. I think anything bigger would be a bit overpowering for me to use as a regular purse, but it's a great shoulder bag. It seems to have really good construction. The size was probably on the smaller end. It's for someone that doesn't have to carry a lot of stuff. I use this as my in-flight purse in addition to my carry-on suitcase. And I wouldn't want to carry more stuff. It doesn't fit my laptop. I put my laptop in my carry-on suitcase. So this was good for all of the regular in-flight essentials. So I think I had a bottle of water, maybe a sandwich I bought at the airport, my bag with all my little essentials, hairbrush, lip gloss, makeup. I don't know what else was in my bag right now, but it was a perfect size for it. So it was also really easy to use. It's also very lightweight, which is great. It was very easy to use. It's wide open. Oh, there's a few of my essentials. Couple. Bose headphones. Wet wipes. That's what I had left in my bag for my trip yesterday. So it's just a wide open space. It doesn't really have anything particularly special about it. That was one of the things I actually didn't like about this bag at first when I got it. I didn't like the fact that it didn't have any compartments. But because I have everything in pouches and organizers on their own, it did work for this trip. And I didn't need it for too many items. It was just minimal amount. Like I said, I didn't have my laptop in here. I didn't have my the laptop cord and all that stuff, where then it would just get messy. So this was fine. It actually worked well. I was very pleased with it. It sat easily on top of my carry-on. I just put it over the suitcase handle and it stayed there perfectly fine. So I am pleased with this. And normally, because I travel with my Rebecca Minkoff backpack, there's been certain instances when I'm at a conference or perhaps when I'm going to stay somewhere long term, that I really wished I had a shoulder bag in addition to my Rebecca Minkoff Julian backpack. I love that backpack. I still haven't replaced it after 4 to 5 years, I think going on 5 years. But I have missed the ability to have a shoulder bag during some times. So this, because it's so lightweight and packable, it can really act as something, it can really act as a secondary bag that I pack in my carry-on, and I really like that about it. So it's very packable, lightweight. You can just kind of scrunch it up maybe a little bit neater than I'm doing right now, or lay it flat in your suitcase. So that's another big plus for me, because it's nylon, it's easy to clean, it's not gonna get gunky or need like leather protector or anything. So this is the size small. I think it's the Le Pliage, the Longchamp Le Pliage neo totes in small. But if you want to learn more about it, head over to travelfashiongirl.com/Facebook-live to get more details about this bag. And we also have a review on the website for the Longchamp bags in general. These are the reviews based on the readers, because obviously this is my first Longchamp bag. But we do include obviously the things that the readers recommend on the website. So make sure to check out their reviews about this and the other Longchamp bags. But so far I'm happy. I'm glad I bought it. I think it looks it's chic, it's classic, and it can really go anywhere. And I particularly like it for conferences as well, when maybe I don't want to have a backpack, maybe I want something lighter, but I love traveling with I feel naked without my Rebecca makeup bag anywhere I go. So I want to have versatility. So definitely very happy with this bag. So thank you, ladies, for recommending it. Now, the next item I have here is a second version of a set of leggings that I actually bought last year. And for me, this became one of my favorite options for traveling for pants. And I couldn't believe how comfortable they were. And I loved how cute they were. It was Spanx leggings. And Spanx leggings sound like they'd be uncomfortable because they would be sucking you in, but actually they don't really offer compression with regards to your waist or your stomach area, but they are so comfortable. I love them and they're so cute. And since I already had a set of the Spanx leggings, I actually bought a different style. And this is a style I really wanted last year as well, but I was hesitant to buy with this design. I thought it might be bulky, it might be a thicker material, and it ended up being the same thin material as the regular, as the other leggings I have from Spanx, and I love them. For me, these are worth the splurge on a second pair because they are really one of my favorite pants to fly with. They're cute, they're comfortable. I wore this, I'll actually share a picture of my airplane outfit afterwards, but I wore this with a black button down top over it. It was a bit longer, so more like a tunic length. The Tory Birch ballet flats, I think these just go really well together because I love wearing more of a subtle black look, and with my coat. So they were really comfortable. The other thing is, one of the things that I've discovered with the most comfortable airplane pants, regardless of whether or not you want to wear leggings or jeans or anything else, is that the knee area is flexible, because that's where you're sitting down for a long period of time. And if the knee area is not comfortable, then that's where you feel a lot more constraint. So these leggings were perfect. Again, I love them. They're lightweight. And these were actually perfect for traveling between warm and hot weather destination. I went from, I think it was about 35 Fahrenheit. It was a destination in the Midwest in the US, and it was ranging between 35 Fahrenheit to about 50. And by bringing these along and coming back to a warm destination, I didn't have to worry about having a lot of heavy clothing with me. They're easily packable, they pack light, and I believe Spanx has a good range of sizes as well. I got these at Nordstrom. Pretty much the shoes and the bag I also got at Nordstrom. I went on a Nordstrom shopping spree while I was in the US. So yes, very happy with these leggings. I can't say more than enough about they're comfortable, they're cute, and I love them. So I'll wear them a lot. And these are my random new travel pants, or one of my travel pants that have been very surprisingly comfortable to fly in. Now, the last product I'm going to be sharing with you is actually an oldie but a goodie. I can't speak highly enough about this item. I don't know why it even surprises me. It's an absolute essential on the plane. I had it inside my purse. I put it on, I was able to take it off. It's so light, it's packable, and it's super warm. It's the Tippy J. Crew sweater. We recently published a review on this, so you could read more about why I love the Tippy, why the readers love the Tippy. Basically, this is a J. Crew merino wool sweater. As you can see, I had it scrunched up in my bag. It was It's merino wool, so it's super lightweight. I was able to layer this. As soon as I got cold on the flight yesterday, I was able to throw it over my button-down blouse. I could have also had it underneath my blouse should I have wanted to have a more discreet layer. If you want more information about any of the products shared on the Facebook Live today, make sure to head over to travelfashionGirl.com/Facebook-live. And for this particular item, we also have a review that we recently published. So we'll also share that in the comments below. It's a J. Crew Tippy review on Travel Fashion Girl. But it's like, I cannot travel without this. Between this is one of my ultimate in-flight essentials. It's one of my ultimate travel essentials because it's merino wool. I hardly have to wash it. It keeps me so warm. It's a great layer. And if it's not cold enough to wear thermals, I can even use this as a thermal layer. So for example, I'm wearing a button-down blouse right now. If I wanted to, I could layer it over it and just have the collar hanging out, I guess like so, which is really easy. Or if I wanted to wear it underneath and then button my blouse up to my neck, then it would be discreetly keeping me warm underneath. So it's so versatile, packed so light, and what I love about it, it's also available, I believe, in a 2XS through 3XL, possibly, maybe more. I know it's definitely J. Crew is size inclusive, so that's another thing that I like is that I think it goes maybe up to size 24. There's a range, but we do have that information on the Tippy review, so that's also a big bonus. I also have a video I shared on Facebook Live, which I turned into a YouTube video last winter about how packable these are, sharing a sample plus size capsule wardrobe featuring the J. Crew Tippy. So we'll go ahead and add a link to the video below. Make sure to check that out. And I think that pretty much sums up a few of the products. I did go on a bit of a shopping spree for new travel products in the US. I think I do it maybe once or twice a year. So as we're going through, I'm gonna be sharing more reviews about the products that I bought later this month. I got a new travel size blow dryer. So next week I now have 3 of them. And it just so happens I have 3 because I end up moving to different destinations without moving all my stuff, just whatever happens to be with me when I make a decision to stay. So I have a new travel size blow dryer that makes 3 models that I have. We also have a post on the blog about the best travel blow dryers. So I'm gonna be talking about that more in the next Facebook Live, which is next week, and also talk a little bit about the voltage and travel adapters. Let me grab that actually. I know that's one thing that's really confusing. This is the Compass Rose Travel Accessories Adapter. This is my adapter, and similar, just like the bra wallet, one of the reasons why I wanted to have this as a part of the collection is because this is one of my all-time essentials as a long-term traveler over the past decade. And it allows you, it's really versatile because you can use it in practically, I think, the majority of destinations, which makes it really convenient. So I'm going to be talking more about voltage with travel blow dryers, with flat irons, how to use an adapter, do you need a voltage converter, and whatnot. And that's going to be in next week's Facebook Live. So make sure to head over to the events page on the the events section of the Travel Fashion Girl Facebook page to RSVP for that. And at the end of the month, I'm also going to be sharing with you a review on some of my new winter essentials, including new thermals, a new waterproof boot, and other things that I don't remember at the moment. So make sure to RSVP for all the Facebook Lives for this month. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've missed you all so much, and I'm so happy to finally be here again. If you had any comments or questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I go back and answer all the questions even after the Facebook Live is over. So please share them. And I also want to know, what are some of your favorite, most comfortable, and most stylish in-flight airplane essentials? Please share them in the comments below. I'd love to learn even more about your favorite products. So I'll be here next week, Wednesday at, I think, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please RSVP and join me. Thank you so much for sharing a bit of your time with me. I don't know how long I've been on. I don't know what time it is, but I really appreciate you spending time with me and all of your support over the past several months, over the past several years. This community is invaluable. I am so grateful to be a part of it and for you to be a part of it as well. So thank you for welcoming me back, and I look forward to more Facebook Live soon. Thank you so much, ladies. My name is Alex with TravelFashionGirl.com, where we teach women how to pack light stylishly for any destination in the world. See you next time, and thank you for being here with me today.